So I'm like, man, fuck her. Like, I'm just hitting you up trying to see why would you acting like that? What's the word? Like, why your panties so fucking far up in the bunch? But you want to threaten me with the, oh, you can't come to work until Miss Shirley get back. Bet, I ain't gonna even ask you about the fucking job. I'm good on it. So I powered the phone off, slid that bitch up under the pillow with the cash. So I'm starting to lay out, right? I'm laying out. I'm not really asleep, but, you know, I'm kind of dozing in and out. So I doze off, and all I feel is like water smacking my face. I open my eyes, it's Mark. He like, get your stinking ass hands off me. What the fuck you doing? Like, shh, you gonna wake mama up. You know she not no heavy sleep. I'm like, what are you doing here? Now here's the deal. Mind you, my mom did not let me sleep with the door closed, or let alone have the door fully closed. I can only have it cracked. So it was easy for Mark to fucking come in there. So I'm like, what the fuck? He like, meet me downstairs in my room in 5 minutes. I'm like, what the fuck did you do? He like, shh, just meet me. I'm like, all right. So he gets on the floor. So I'm looking, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, shh. So he crawling on the floor. Now here's the deal. I realized why Mark was doing that, right? So when you come out my room and you get ready to bust this left to get ready to go down the stairs way, that is all wood before you touch the carpet. When you come downstairs, it's nothing but carpet. But when you come in my room in that hallway right there, it's nothing but wood. So it had like that, you know, if you step on that bad spot, it'll be like, you know, like that. You know what I'm saying? That scrunchy, that little noise. So he was smart. He got down like if he was in the motherfucker. He got down like if he was in the military. So I didn't know at first like what the fuck he was doing. I thought he was tweaking. So he was like, I'm like, what you like? So he finally got past that piece. He stood up. He like, that motherfucking piece get us in trouble every time. I'm like, all right. He like, do the same when you come downstairs. I'm like, all right. So boom, he shot downstairs. I go back in my room. So I'm like, fuck. Just in case mom wake up, I need to find out how the fuck I'm finna move the phone and the bread. So I got the bread and the phone. And what I did was I pulled my mattress up and I just slid it on, you know, at the edge under the mattress. Boom, I waited for a little second. And as I'm getting ready to come out the room, my dad is coming out the room. I'm like, hey dad. He like, you going to the bathroom? I'm like, yeah, I was. I'm like, but you could go first. I could go after you. He like, no, you go ahead. I'm like, no, I could wait for you. You go ahead, dad. He like, go ahead, you could go. I'm like, okay. So I go to the bathroom. So I'm sitting there like, oh my God, like I still got to keep the door cracked. You know what I'm saying? In my room, I don't want him to see that I'm missing. So I use the bathroom. Boom, I come out. He said, you wash your hands? I'm like, oh, no, I didn't. He like, always wash your hands when you leave the laboratory. I'm like, yeah, my bad, dad. So I go back in there. He's walking inside the bathroom as well. So I'm washing my hands. Boom, my dad goes in the bathroom. I shut the door. All right. I shut the door. And I'm like, mind you, the bathroom and my room is right across from each other. So I go to my room door and I kind of like slightly pull that bitch just to keep it cracked. Only how you can see if I'm in there or not if you push that bitch wide open. So boom, I go ahead and I just get on the side of the wall. I didn't even go on the side where Mark was doing the fucking military Cupid shuffle on the floor. I just hid up on the side. Boom, I glided on the side, got past that. Boom, I shot downstairs. I'm tapping on the door because this fucking fool got his damn door. You know I'm coming down there. You know mama is not a heavy sleeper, sir. Why would you have the door like you know I'm coming in? So I'm like, yeah, yo, I'm talking about I'm knocking on that bitch, panic 911. He opened up, he like, bro, I'm like, why the fuck get the damn door locked? He like, come in. So he grabbed me. I'm like, don't touch my shirt. I like this shirt. He like, look. He got like a piece of carbide from his shoebox. You know, like that top that flappy part, the top part when you open up the shoebox. He got the shoebox right. Opened up and it's all mom ducks on there. If you don't know what ducks is, if you don't know, you don't know. If you do know, you fucking do know. He got all her Zaza ducks lined up. It's like 8 or 9 of them. So he said, hey, I got a swisher. Let's roll this up. I'm like, how the fuck mama gonna know that's missing? She always come back with that because my mama had these little small, I don't know, tweezers or whatever it was that she could clip on it so she don't have to hold it with her nails. She could clip it on it and be able to hit the little piece. But my mama was the type too to throw big ass roaches away, like big ass roaches, Zazas away. When it get to a certain point, she would put them bitches out. and roll up another one. So when my mama would roll up, she would use a swisher first, and then she would use tops, and she would just, you know what I'm saying, double it up. So it was a slow burner. Basically, when you was smoking, it was a slow burner. So boom. So I'm like, you gonna roll all that up? He like, yeah. I'm like, and if mom realized that we took her ducks, he like, she not. He like, I took some from each ashtray. I'm like, when you had time to do that? He like, when she was in the jacuzzi, when she was upstairs taking a bath. I'm like, and where we gonna smoke it at? How we gonna get outside? He like, I got the perfect idea. I'm like, I don't want to smoke. He like, you already in trouble. You definitely gonna need to smoke. I'm like, just save me a piece. He like, well, at least hang with me while I do it. I'm like, all right, I'll hang with you. I'll make sure you don't get caught. Because I just know Mark, he just want to do his thing. I get it. Boom, this dude. Now, my mom didn't have like the regular swishers that you go grab. There's 2 in the pack that say swishers and you can bring. She didn't like those. She had the swishers that was already broken down and they got that little white straw in there. So all you got to do is remove the white straw and put all your stuff in there and then roll that joint up, okay? I don't know what y'all call that, but put it down in the comments. Y'all know what it is. So boom. He like, this a lemonade one. I'm like, what? He like, she had a lemonade one. I'm like, how you get that? He like, I went in her room and took it. I'm like, he like, you know, she got a lot of those. She ain't gonna know it's missing. I'm like, and she gonna fucking blame me. He like, she not. And if she do blame me, I'm gonna tell her I did it. I'm like, oh, where was you to have my back when she was skinning me up alive? Cussing me out. You know, she finna fucking go up there to my job, she said. He like, mom ain't gonna go to your damn job and do all that because you can lose your job. I'm like, yeah, she probably don't. I'm like, I can't wait to fucking go to school tomorrow. So boom, he rolling it up. He fuck up the first one, right? He like, shit. He like, all I did was, I'm like, don't lick it. I'm like, lick it at the end. Because he was licking it like a real swisher. He was licking it like a real swisher. And I said, lick it at the end. He like, all right. So boom, he got the next one now. And only 2 in 1 pack. So if he fucked this up, he shit out of luck. But he could just hit all the ducks. He could hit all the ducks. But the thing is, it's no fun with him. And you're only going to get 2 to 3 pulls. So boom, that second one, he just put them all up. Now, mind you, he got like 7 ducks. Okay. I never had ducks before. He got 7 ducks. And it's all in this swisher. He rolls it up. Boom. He like, I'm going to let it dry. He like, let's put it in the microwave and dry it fast. I'm like, all right, come on. So we go upstairs. Boom. We pop it in the microwave for a few seconds. It's dry. So now Mark ready to hit it. I'm like, where you finna smoke it at? He like, in the toy room. I'm like, in the toy room? I'm like, no, she gonna smell it. He like, no, she not. She not gonna smell it. I'm like, all right. So I had to think. Once we got in the toy room, I was like, wait, what's upstairs from us? He like, I think Kayla room. I'm like, nah, mom gonna be able to smell this because it's all the smells mixed in one. So he like, how we gonna smoke it then? I'm like, how you gonna smoke it? He like, I got a better idea. So this what this fool did, y'all. Now in the toy room, we got a deep freezer too. Now this is where Mark had killed my mom's cat in that freezer, but that's another story time. So boom. Instead of him just waiting until tomorrow until you went to school, we stayed in the toy room. We had a deep freezer down there. Now, if you come out the toy room, we got a regular freezer, a refrigerator. They was both doors. And then on the side, we had a deep freezer. Upstairs, we had the see-through refrigerator where you can see through the refrigerator. You can see all the food that's stored in there and all that fun shit. Now, Mark fucked the game up with this. We was in the toy room. He opened up the deep freezer. Flamed up the air, bro. Well, all the ducks rolled up in it. This is before I knew that we shouldn't be doing this shit. This dude put his head in the deep freezer, okay? Mind you, if you know what a deep freezer is, very deep. Now, she got food in there. So he lighted that motherfucker up. And he blowing it in the deep freezer. Now, mind you, the deep freezer is super cold. So it ain't really producing as much as smoke, but you see all the steam coming out because you're blowing the smoke inside the steam, right? So he blowing it and blowing it. So he like hit it. I'm like, fuck, like I'm already down here because if I get caught, I'm going to get caught anyway. So I hit that motherfucker. But when I hit it, it gave me like that sick taste, right? So I immediately felt sick at the first few pulls. So I'm like, man. I'm like, I feel sick. He like, oh my God. I'm like, we probably should have took all the blood out of the ducks and then rolled it up, but we rolled all that paper up, like paper on paper pretty much. So Mark like, man, I feel a little dizzy. I'm like, shit, me too. I'm like, I gotta get upstairs. He like, I'm finna go to my room. So I said, where you finna put that at? Because when you put that bitch out, it's going to smell. So I said, where you gonna put it at? He like, in my book bag. So he put it out. He went in, he took it in his room. I didn't even care. Now, mind you, I got to get upstairs scot-free. I got to get upstairs scot-free. So my mind got to think I'm a Pisces. My mind stayed thinking. So boom, what I decided to do, as soon as I got upstairs, boom, I went straight to the kitchen. I started making noise in the kitchen. I grabbed a cup. I would hit the ice thing. I got crushed ice too. It's making a lot of noise. I'm grabbing the juice. Boom. I walk past my mom's room. I go past my room and walk past, and I'm like, Mom. So she look up. Now, my mom, when she lay down in the bed, she like a pillow tucked between her legs. She's halfway asleep, and she's sleeping like this on the side. So I'm like, Mom. So she look up. She like, what? I'm like, I just wanted to tell you good night and I love you. She like, what? Go to bed. I love you too. So I'm like, I would kiss you, but I don't want to come over there and wake up Dad. She like, you can come give me a kiss. And I walked in there. Now, mind you, I have smoked already, so I had to play it smart. I grabbed her hand, and I'm like, I love you. And then I just went on the side real quick, like, and just, it was real quick. I grabbed her hand, and I just like, real quick, so she wouldn't smell the smell on my breath, because I smelled me. But my mom always been sipping and smoking, too, before bed, so she really don't know if it's me or is it even her. So boom, I go in my room, I knock out. Okay, I'm a little dizzy, so I definitely knocked out, and I know not to hit that again. So I knock out, boom. My mama, do. Now, I don't got the door locked. She's holding the door, just making noise. She like, get the hell up. She's still hitting on the wall and shit as she going down the stairs. So I'm like, okay. She like, you ain't finna parlay and sleep all day. You getting up out of here, sucker. So I go on ahead. I get in the shower, right? I get in the shower. I go in my room and I change. Now, I grabbed the money. I don't know why I did this, but when I grabbed the money, I didn't want to put it in my book bag or my coat pockets, my hoodie pockets or nothing. I put it inside my undies, all right? Down there with my thing at and my ass cheeks and my balls. I put it down there, okay? So as I'm getting ready to walk out, my mom like, hey, I'm taking you to school. I'm like, Mom, can I please? I'm like, I just want to catch the bus. She's saying, why you want to catch the bus? She said, what? You stealing something? I said, no, I ain't stealing nothing. She said, open up your book bag. I'm like, huh? I open up my book bag, right? So she's searching through my book bag. She say, empty out your pockets.